Hello. There's no introduction. You already know who it is. It's me. It's That Ice Cold, the one and only Mr. That Ice Cold Man. Today, I've got something so special. Every video is a treasure, but this one might just be the best one of all. Now, as you might know, a staple of my channel are my Coke reviews. Coke California Raspberry, which has disappeared into the sands of time. And of course, Georgia Peach, which has done the same. Coke Orange Vanilla, my most popular non-illegal music uploaded related video. Then we got Coke Cinnamon. Yeah, that one didn't do as hot, but that's okay. They're not all winners. But today, I have something very, very special. Coke recently, the Coke boys, they're up in their factory, they're doing their thing, they're earning $7 billion yearly to mess about. What are they up to? This is what they've come up with. This is what their years of hard work have come up to. Now, recently, Coke has been known for randomly releasing new brands when they feel like it. For example, Coca-Cola Life with stevia sugar and something else. It was awful. So they try to market it as a healthy version of Coke, but that kind of negates itself when people already realize that Coke is probably one of the worst things you can do to your body. So that was kind of a flop. And then, of course, they got, their flavors, which just appear and disappear periodically, You know how it is. They show up, they disappear. Orange Vanilla was the first new flavor that did in quite a while, but this is their newest brand. Some of you might already know what I'm talking about. Coke Energy Drink. Now, on my side, it says N, like backwards, but it should be correct on... it's probably upside down. There you go. Coke Energy. Coca-Cola. It's got this wonderful, wonderful art on it. I'll zoom in nice and close. The reflection's bad, but it's got these wavy lines. It reminds me a lot of the wavy lines on the Black Armory guns in Destiny 2. If any of you play Destiny 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. This has already been pre-chilled. I'm gonna drink it straight out of the can. Let's take a look at the facts, though. This is what you all want to hear about. 39 grams added sugar, 140 calories. Some niacin, 25% of that. Vitamin B6, 25%. But the real big number, how much energy does this have? Caffeine, 114 milligrams a can. So this will get you hopping harder than a frog in the Mississippi woodlands. Now, obviously, caffeine doesn't affect me. Not at all. Not one bit. I know, you'll be shocked to find out that is the case. So I don't really care about the caffeine content. What I do care about is the sweet, warm, refreshing taste of Coca-Cola at the end of an ice-hot day. I mixed some of those words around, and it'll make an actual coherent sentence. I'm ready to taste it. You're ready to watch it. No time for delay. It also has a wonderful red pop tab. I always like different color ones than the normal aluminum. It shows the company actually gives a rat's ass about what you're about to drink. That's a good sound. I like that sound. That's a strong carbonated sound. Alright, the smell is key. Smell is 80% of the taste, or someone said that to me, which doesn't make any sense because you don't drink soda through your nose, but... It's tougher to smell out of the can. I gotta get real close. It kind of looks goofy. I'm smelling Coke, but something else. Let's take a look at the ingredients again. See what I'm smelling. I think I know what I'm smelling. Carbonated water, glucose, caffeine, Guarana extract. Yeah, that's it. No taurine in here, thankfully. Taurine sucks. That's what makes normal Red Bull taste like such garbage. This would be the good stuff, I think. But we gotta give it a try. We don't know until we try. Going in. First taste. Big drink right here. This could ruin my opinion of the Coca-Cola company. Who knows? So, Coca-Cola, one of the most universally recognized brands probably ever, right? Like, if you came up to a toddler right out the womb and you said to them, "Small child, what is this?" They've probably already seen 18 advertisements in the 6 minutes they've been out of the womb. So they know that this is Coca-Cola, right? You go to some very poor, sad child in South Africa, even they've had the sweet, sweet taste of Fanta Pineapple, which is, owned by Coca-Cola. Point being is, like, in the South, in this country, some southern states have this thing where you have conversations like this. "Hey, waiter, can I get a Coke?" "Sure, what kind?" "I'll have a root beer." Because Coke takes the place of the word soda. That's how deeply ingrained this brand is into society, American society. Same thing with Pepsi, even to a slightly lesser degree, but generally overall. And that's why you don't see Coke, and it makes sense, take large risks with their main product very often. They had that life gaffe. They had the new Coke disaster in the 80s. You got Pepsi with their Crystal Pepsi. It doesn't make any sense to take your main brand and try to change it when it works so well, even though you might want to. Right? And now entering into the energy drink market, right? Which Coca-Cola doesn't. I mean, they own so many goddamn companies. They probably have some sort of energy drink company in there, but like not one that I could think of off the top of my head because Monster's its own separate company. Red Bull, I think, is too. Those are the two big ones. They probably own like one, like goofy one, like Nas maybe, or Rockstar. I don't really know or care. But this is like, this is a very public thing. This is like they advertised it heavily during the Super Bowl. So why would they think it would be necessary to take such a huge risk with their main brand? Because it is not very often they slap the actual Coca-Cola brand on a product. They do heavy promotion of all their other stuff, but it's not all the time they do something like this, and it's kind of a big risk because there could be shifting. You see what I'm trying to say here? It's just it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to do this unless they have a really good reason to, and I think it's really good. This is a good energy drink. Now, granted, it tastes different than Coca-Cola. And that makes sense. I mean, they need to fit all this additional caffeine. And caffeine does have a flavor. They need to fit in like this guarana nonsense as well to make it like actually tolerable. And all sorts of other different chemicals that are only available in energy drinks that deliberately stop your heart. But I see a couple problems with their implementation of it. I think the reason why they went with the Coke brand is because it's so recognizable. They wanted to sell like a shitload of these. But it's a good energy drink, right? It's strong, but what's the point of it? Why would they make something like this? To deliberately tarnish the Coke brand, right? Because people who drink energy drinks on a regular basis are not going to pick this up. Right? Like, you notice how every energy drink on the market doesn't have a Coke-style flavor, like a cola flavor, if you would call it that. They're all fruity. They're all outlandish, right? Like Red Bull's multiple summer editions or whatever. Monsters, I mean, the Monster has a coffee flavor, but that's not really more. It's less of an energy drink, more of like a. They can do whatever the hell they want at Monster. I really don't care. They don't have a Coke flavored drink that is also doubles as an energy drink. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Especially like, when you ask for like a Coke at the store, because I'm reading the back of this label, it says Coke Energy, right? It seems deceptive. Because you're thinking, oh, it's going to be slightly more than like the normal Coke. No, this is a full-on, high class energy drink. This is a standard high amount of caffeine that's going to get out of Red Bull. So, pregnant women can't eat this. People who have sensitive caffeine can't. Children aren't supposed to. Breastfeeding women should only be drinking this if they want their children to grow up to be someone like me. It's a joke, but, I think this is genuinely quite good. But why I just don't understand the purpose of it. It doesn't have a purpose. It's good. It's tastes fine. I would definitely drink it as an energy drink, but you know, there's gigantic names in the energy drink business that are still going. They're not scared by this, and they shouldn't be. Right? This is gonna be a fad like stevia or whatever, or the Coca-Cola Life, and it's gonna go away after a while. They only have 4 flavors to start out. They got the cherry flavor, which I also got. That's I'm probably not gonna review that, and then they got this flavor. So this is good. It's genuinely quite enjoyable, but I don't think there's really a need for it at the same time. I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts. This is definitely like a 9. Nah, a little bit less than that, because I'm not a huge fan of like energy drink flavors in general. I can't just keep drinking that stuff. It's not good for you, and it's like it has an unusual taste to it, which is also present here to a lesser degree. Anyone drinks energy because I'm talking about. It's like a certain. I can't explain it. Almost like a feeling. Whatever. Anyway, so have a good day. That is cold. This will be 8.5 out of 10. Definitely one of the better energy drinks. Just overall. So yeah, have a good day. Hope you have a good day. Have a good one.